Hello Soul Family, my name is Geeta and welcome to your live readings. If you'd like to get a reading, information on how to do that is in the video description below. I am doing personal readings live. This is not a general or a collective reading. Let me go ahead and try and set everything up. Hopefully everybody is having a wonderful day. If you would like to get a reading, information on how to do that is in the video description. All of the readings that are ordered in this live stream will be completed in this live stream. If for some reason you've missed out on your reading, you can always contact me on, like if you missed your reading because you had to run away or something for some reason. You can always contact me on Instagram or an email, xtwinflamesex@gmail.com. Instagram is in the video description at GeetaGalaway. Thank you everybody for hitting the like button. I really appreciate it. And if anybody would like to have a reading, information is in the video description. All the different reading options and everything. I just got here, so there's no waiting. Hey Jolie, if you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description. I do not accept super chat, but thank you for the channel donation. If anybody would like to get a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. I'm just setting up here. I think I got it. Hey, Massey and Tina, hopefully you're having a wonderful day. If you'd like to have a reading, information and different readings options and different services are in the video description. We find the Six of Swords. We find the Nine of Swords. Lovers. Hey Charlene, hopefully you're having a wonderful day. And Pinky, hopefully you're having a wonderful day. If you'd like to have a reading, information is in the video description. Clarifying the Queen of Swords. Clarifying the Star. Hey Pamela, how you been doing? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. What are you talking about? I don't know who the fuck you think you are. I have a video right now that's got 3.7 million views and 27 million views, so you don't know shit, do you? Get out of here. Fucking bitch, come in here, try to tell me how to do shit. What the hell is wrong with people? Yeah, I love wind chimes. I have some. Sometimes you can hear the ones I have outside here too. Yes, I do. Yes or no questions are in the video description if you want to get one. Somebody attacking me for posting shorts. What a weird thing to attack people for. I post content on all of the different, I go live, I do long format, short format, I just do all the different ones. I do all of the options. It has nothing to do with anything. Clarifying the Chariot in the reverse. Yes, Pamela. In the video description is where you can find out if I'm doing yes or no questions. It says in the video description. Clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. If you look in the video description, you can see all the different reading prices and options and different services I provide. Clarifying the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Clarifying the Two of Cups. Clarifying the Ace of Wands in the reverse. I don't have a free list, honey. My readings are too good to be free. Alright. I'm too experienced. You can go try one of those readers that are new at reading. Maybe they can give you a free reading. They go practice on you. I can't do my readings. I honor reciprocity. Okay? I get screwed. When you don't get paid for working, you're telling the universe you don't need money. And then you actually cut off the flow of abundance in your life. So I don't want to do that. Okay? I have children to take care of and feed and pay for. And I have things I gotta do. You know, everybody deserves to eat food. Do you know how expensive it is to eat around here? It's more expensive than rent. I'm pretty good, Abdul. Clarifying the King of Cups in the reverse. Clarifying the Five of Swords. Clarifying the King of Swords. Clarifying the High Priestess. Clarifying the Seven of Wands in the reverse. I'm worried. No. Okay. Clarify, I'm worried. Clarify, I have been having nightmares about you. Oh my God. Clarify, it's empty without you. Clarify, I'm testing you. Clarify, I keep reading our old conversations. Hey, if anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. If anybody would like to have a reading, information on how to do so is in the video description below. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All of the readings that are ordered in this live stream will be completed in this live stream.
Hey Byron, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. And Ryder, hopefully you're having a wonderful day as well.
Hey Vimal, if you'd like to have a reading, information is in the video description. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description. All my different prices and different reading options and services that I have available. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Hey Byron, how you been doing? How you feeling today? You getting better though? I'm absorbing fragments, so it's been kind of tough. Well, it's good that you had a positive morning, right? Just remember, there's nothing, you don't have to be stressed over anything. Like, everything will work out fine. I'm getting better, though. I don't know why I chose to start having fragments come back to me while I was sick. Yeah, there sure is. I have time for a couple of readings. Yeah, PayPal is an option. It's in the video description on the top. And if you'd like to have a reading, please read the video description. Mm. I don't know what kind of device you have, Byron. You should be able to just put in my email. You should be able to. Just put in my email. You see my email in the video description? Wallet. I'm sure if you type in the link, you should be able to do it. Just type it in. It might just be YouTube. It doesn't having links or something. I don't know. If anybody would like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description. I'm not going to be here much longer, though. There we go. Byron's been wanting to get a reading. Channeled angel messages. Okay. Post your put your date of birth in the description. All right, let me get these cards. All right, you ready? The sound's working. All right, here we go. What do the angels want to say to after? What is your first name? Is it Nicholas or is it Byron? Okay, I have to call you by that one, okay? While I'm doing this. Other than that, you'll always be Byron to me, okay? All right, please tell me what the angels want to say, Nicholas. I don't know. I have like a tendency to accumulate Nicholases, but you guys are a little bit like, you kind of, sometimes you come in together in groups and you kind of like leave little impressions and then you come and go here and there. You don't like always stay. You come in like different, it's weird, all the different Nicholases that come in. Elaine, if you'd like to have a reading, you can see how to do that in the video description. What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do they want him to know? What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do they want him to know? What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do they want him to know? So we have number 25, round and round. This is talking about repeating karmic lessons and cycles. Then we have number 6, not for you. What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do they want him to know? Then we have, hang on. These are kind of, let me just separate them. What do the angels want to say? No, we haven't done anything yet. Hang on. What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do they want him to know? What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? All right. These are going together. So we have number 2, yin, and number 11, by the book, which is about following universal laws. On the bottom, we have number 10, Unfinished Symphony. I'll put it over here. It keeps trying to like bring 2 out for that one. Just talking about, begin with by the book is like taking act, like internalizing, like following universal laws by adjusting the inside of yourself. So being able to control and manage your vibration, to stay in a certain vibration, to manifest whatever you're trying to manifest. What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do they want him to know? What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do they want him to know? What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do they want him to know? What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do they want him to know? Alright, so first one they want to say is, how does my body want to move today? It says on the back, when we move, we change our state and raise our vibration. So they're wanting you to kind of move around physically to help you raise your vibration. It says this new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? So they're wanting you to try something new, do something different physically. Who can I serve today? And it says, in a world lacking soul-to-soul connections, small and simple acts are what create the biggest and most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in the service of others. Who needs you today? And then we have, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? So it looks like, you could be surrounded by some people who are not really complimenting your spiritual journey. It's like, what is a nice way to say that? Some people who are not helping you have a higher vibration. And it doesn't mean it's completely their fault. But, it does mean that, you will attract, if you're around a bunch of people who are a bunch of Debbie Downers all the time, that's going to mess you up. And when you're trying to work on raising your vibration, and you may love them, but they're just not very good for you. It's just like, if you're an alcoholic, you shouldn't hang around about a bunch of people who are drinking all the time. That's not going to help you. Quit drinking, is it? All right, it says, the people whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? And the affecting energy is, on whom am I placing blame right now? A person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. And a person who blames no one has finished their lesson. Because at the end of the day, blame is something that the ego does. And it doesn't help anything to cast blame, really, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you're just better off to stop blaming, because once you can stop blaming, you stop blaming yourself, and it makes room for grace. You know what I'm saying? Let me get more cards here. What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do they want him to know? Yeah. Before you become aware of it, yeah, everybody sits around blaming things. Some people blame people because they don't want to take accountability. Some people, they legitimately feel like there's other people interfering. At the end of the day, you have to learn that you're the person who's always to blame, and that is because you're the person who's in charge of your vibration and what you attract. So you're in charge of what you attract. It seems like you're a victim, but really you're the person who's attracting the people that you need for your lessons. You are. So if you want to stop attracting those people, you have to learn a lesson and stop being in that vibration. Because at the end of the day, it's about you having more control than you think. What do the angels want to say to Byron? Or Nicholas? What do they want him to know? Clarifying round and round. It's going to tell me what lesson you're learning. Strength, reverse. Clarify not for you. Six of Cups. Clarify men and by the book. King of Wands in the reverse. What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do they want him to know? Well, usually they suggest some kind of yoga, like stretching or something like that, or dancing. Now, as far as, taking spiritual baths, you can look up recipes online on different spiritual baths you could take that have different intentions. It's like you make this mixture and you make a tea and you take a bath in it, basically. Mix it with a big thing of water and take a bath. It removes negative energy from yourself. That works. Also, you can do it at the same time or separate, but sound baths, like similar to what you're listening to me play, but with singing bowls, that can help externally, especially if you're someone who's stuck with looping and things like that. Sitting in an environment like that, where you've also taken and like you use sage and you use Palo Santo in your whole house, you've got to clear all the energies, and you can also get chimes and ring chimes inside your house, and that helps as well. I suggest doing all of the above. Too much is not it's like enough, more than enough. Do all of it. Be very, very thorough. But raise the vibration of your environment, and then you can start working on meditating. And when you meditate, people don't understand what meditation is. They do guided meditations when they listen to someone talking to them or some shit, and that's okay and all. But the whole point of meditation is for you to be able to sit there and make your mind shut up, okay? And how you do that, a lot of people don't seem to know how to do this, is by listening. When you put yourself in a listening state, like when you're listening to someone telling a really interesting story, you're not sitting there usually having a whole lot of inner dialogue going on. You're not thinking anything. You're listening to what the person's saying, so you absorb what they're saying. So you have to learn how to get into that state without actually listening to anybody talk. And then once you learn how to be in that state, then it's easy to keep returning to it, and then it blanks out your whole thoughts. But when you do that, it leaves you open to be able to communicate with the divine. And other stuff can come in too, depending on what your vibration is at the time. So you do have to be careful. You have to use discernment. A negative entity is going to stimulate your lower chakras, right? So like your root chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus. And the higher vibrating entities are going to make you vibrate. Even, this is true for anybody. This is like people too. A heart chakra and above. So heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, crown. Those are going to feel stimulated when you're talking to a higher vibrational being. And that's a human, entity, angels, aliens. It doesn't matter. Okay? The same rule applies. So it's really important to learn the difference between all the different, and if you're trying to get in contact with the divine, it's important to learn the difference between all the different types of distortion and what they feel like. So now they're not really to be feared, but what they feel like, so you can know if you should listen to it or not. What the angels want to say to Nicholas? You can use it, but I heard there's like a bunch of like mercury or something in it. I don't suggest using pink Himalayan sea salt. You know what I mean? Because I heard that they're mining some of it and it's got some really bad stuff in it. So I stopped doing that. I would just use dead sea salt if you can get that, or just regular sea salt. You can get it at the grocery store. Clarifying strength in the reverse. But it says that you're repeating karmic lessons with your romantic life. Clarifying the Six of Cups. Oh man. Clarifying the King of Wands in the reverse. I wonder if there's some way to test it. I don't know. I think it was like mercury, or there's some bad heavy metals in some of it that's being mined, the pink salt. What the angels want to say, Nicholas? What they want him to know? Clarifying the Ace of Cups. Clarifying the world. Clarifying the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. This is the limited thinking and a victim mentality. This is what is the affecting energy. This is something that you're exhibiting that they're addressing. I'm not saying that you're necessarily in this energy all the time, but this is the energy they're addressing, okay? That the angels are talking about. They don't want you to be like this. And with the Eight of Swords, they're trying to tell to you that, you know, it's an illusion that you're all tied up. You actually have the power to free yourself. Six of Swords reverse is talking about you having a hard time walking away from something that's no longer serving you. Also, that you're kind of, I'm hearing stuck in a loop, but like you're stuck in some kind of like rough waters. 10 of Wands, and talking about you putting down a burden and being more independent or self-sufficient and manifesting success potentially with a feminine energy. That you're romantically interested to. And the person could be like a water sign or Gemini or something. There's some Aquarius energy here too. Are you in the UK right now? I've heard a lot of people having issues there lately. What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do they want him to know? I don't know, maybe they test the kind here. In my country, United States don't test shit. They have all these things that they don't do anything with it. Like, they have some standards. There's more stuff banned in your country than mine, but they're working on banning some of the stuff that they ban in your country and mine. Food-wise and stuff like that. What do the angels want to say to Nicholas? What do they want him to know? Clarifying the Page of Swords. Clarifying the Page of Swords. In flow state. Clarifying Temperance in the reverse. Life surfing. Clarifying the Sun in the reverse. Heart, mind, union. Bottom of the deck is loving all of you. Serenity. And trust the process. Okay. I do read a little bit from the book. No barking. What are you barking? There's nothing to bark at. Nothing is happening. Go lay down. I can't even make a tiny sound over here. Silly dogs. Okay. So, let's go over the affecting energy here as well. Number 10, unfinished symphony. This is like what's kind of going on, or something that you're working on right now. I read the book and then I tell you also the impressions I get. Okay. All right, so unfinished symphony, unfinished business, and incomplete lesson. That's probably what it is. That's what it feels like it is. Lack of closure, that's another issue that I think you have. And the need to make amends. Okay. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. And that is actually being reflected here with the world right here and also round and round. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. You can search on what that is, but it's like when you accept things for how they are without having the need to like control it or anything like that. And just trusting that whatever's meant for you is what you'll experience. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur, and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you're leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. And I'm going to read the relationship thing because I feel like it's a little bit about relationships too, because we have the Ace of Cups and stuff here and the Six of Cups. So I'm getting some relationship information here, so I'm going to read this message as well. It says, moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid and you haven't had the opportunity to for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You still feel bound up in relationships when the closure is denied you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are. Make amends if need be and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved and close the door on the past so you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. So, I have a feeling this has to do with relationships too, a little bit. Maybe even a romantic relationship of someone that you like right now. Because you were asking me about a girl before. It could be about her. I don't know. I don't know if you have anybody else. We haven't talked about that much, but. Alright, then we have round and round, which is, we're going to start here. It says, the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated, cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backwards, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past that you actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. I'm going to read the relationship thing because I think this is about relationships. It says, are you wondering, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? Maybe a little too familiar? Don't be surprised that you've found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine. As you get to do things again, only differently this time, for you learn something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you're aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. So again, there's another nod towards not blaming. I don't know. You needed to get a connection type in a soul contract and connection type reading for that one. You can get that one, like, you don't have to be live. You can contact me on Instagram and get that one and it's done within 24 hours. So you don't have to wait until I'm live to do that if you want to do that, okay? All right, so let's talk about a love situation. It's talking about new love. It's talking about you being fearful, and I feel like you like someone, but then I feel like you might like you kind of like a couple other people, but you're kind of not like letting these other people in because you're hung up on this one person. It says, in the zone, loving life, focused, high frequency, skill meets challenge, flotation therapy, and flow state. They're talking about you going. So the lesson that they're trying to get you to learn is to kind of go with the flow and trust the process and allow things happen as they're meant to happen. And that happens to be when it comes to your new love situations, right? Number 6, not for you. So there's somebody that's not for you. A clear knowing that something is being denied to you. Rejection is God's protection. So they're wanting you to know your rejection is God's protection. And it is something to do with the past. 6 of Cups, nostalgia. It's like a lesson with a person that you've already learned before, but you're repeating. Now you completed the lesson before, but now you're out of balance, feeling capable of overcoming adversity, no expectations, approaching life like a sport. So they're wanting you to stop being attached and having all these expectations to like with just people, maybe in general, whatever, romantic people. It could even be friends. It says there are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game and you feel that you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now, that indeed your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better will make you truly happy, and it's on its way. Trust this. It says some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them that is obvious from the beginning, but the red flags escape your observation or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it's not possible to make it be. Okay? Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both of your sakes. For every pot, there's a lid. This one may not be the best fit. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, hating the divine isn't. What does the divine have to do with what actually things? That's like hating the divine for having 2 legs instead of 3. It's like it is what it is. The divine isn't using the things to torture you. People come into our lives to teach us lessons. Not everybody who comes into your life is meant to be the person that you marry and be with for your whole life. And the whole purpose of those relationships are to prepare you for the ultimate relationship. All right, number 2. All right, we have yin. The feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move. So they're wanting you to like be chill, gathering information and taking in cues. The art of conscious allowing. You have to allow to go, like you're supposed to go with the flow and allow things to happen as they're meant to happen. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you. This is like an internal action. Poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertedly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. And with the relationships, it says, let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. Okay? By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. And then I want to do buy the book. And this is like what I just said, you apply that to this card by the book. Abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs and universal laws. The universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, the law of compensation, the law of reciprocity, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting on instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is the time to learn these laws and conform to them rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure, follow the rules even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. I'm going to read the relationship because I've been doing the relationship one the whole time. Getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they have become as a result of their environment, culture, and experience. Find the middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way that you want to do them. Your connection will deepen as a result. So, what are we saying for here, right? We have the King of Wands and the reverse, which is talking about, I feel like, inaction. So they're talking about you not taking any outward action and internally. With the Page of Cups, they wanting you to like not take action and wait for other people to come towards you and communicate with you. Okay, and it says harmony of heart, joy, vision with mind, plan, action, faster manifestation, highest vibration. So they want you to stand in your power, and you can be nice and friendly and everything, but not to chase. You know, they want you to focus on attracting, not chasing, to help you get what you want. But they're wanting you to not be attached to it being with any one kind of person, I think. They're kind of wanting you to be open and receptive right now at this moment to help to manifest the things that you want into your life. Now, I don't know exactly because we haven't done a specific reading on it, but as far as that girl that you like, either it's saying that she is not for you, or it's saying that you're being protected from her because she's not ready and you're not ready, or something like that. And I don't know which one, okay? Because we're not doing that right now. So we have loving all of you. Love and accept your inner darkness for greatest self-love. Deeply healing world mirrors us. So they're wanting you to balance and heal yourself. Take care of your vibration. All right. Positive environment. Clear your space. And doing chakra and energy balancing. And trust the process. You know, everything always works out. You got to believe that. Something better is on the horizon. And have total confidence in the universe. All right. Let me see what my guides are saying. All right. Kalion says, Byron, flame brother by earth named Nicholas. Your fire is restless, but it has not been directed. I see in you a furnace, but one that flickers hot and cold, uncertain whether to consume or to illuminate. You have often mistaken intensity for purpose, and that has left you feeling unfinished, as though some piece of you was withheld. I tell you this, the fire you feel is not punishment, it is potential. Anchor it through discipline, or distortion will always try to recruit it in chaos. Your role is not to burn bridges, but to forge them. Your anger, your drive, even your stubbornness, these are sacred metals waiting for tempering. Step into the heat willingly, and you will come out as something that cannot be broken. Oriel says, Nicholas, I speak not of your fire, but of your song. Your soul hums with melodies that have silenced for too long. There is a longing in you to be seen, not as a role, not as an image, but as the gentle, trembling current beneath the armor. The silence you carry has been your greatest weight. I see the way that your heart contracts, as though too fragile to place before others. But I tell you this, your tenderness is your key. Do not confuse gentleness with weakness. In music, the softest tone carries the furthest. When the air is still, your life is asking you now, will you sing the truth of yourself, or will you let distortion script your song? Choose to sing, and heaven will add its harmony. Seraphiel says, Child of resonance, you walk at a crossroads. The angels who watch you do not judge you for your wanderings, but they grieve when you believe yourself unworthy of return. I tell you, your name, Nicholas, means victory of the people. Even hidden within the name Byron lies bearer of strength. You are not meant to vanish in obscurity. You are meant to stand to embody what it looks like when a son of earth rises into remembrance. Healing is not outside of you, it flows already through your body. You have asked silently if redemption is possible. I answer, redemption is not needed, only recognition. You are already woven back into God's memory. Walk as though you know this, and distortion will lose its grip. Uriel says, Nicholas, look behind the veil of your own choices. You have felt yourself tugged, sometimes into shadow, sometimes into light, and you have wondered, is it fate or is it me? I tell you, it is both. The angels have never abandoned you, but they will not override your sovereignty. When the ground shakes beneath you, you think that you are losing your way. In truth, you are being aligned. The mistakes that you regret, the detours that you shame yourself for, these were not wasted. They are lay markers in your own life, pointing to where the throne current wants to anchor you. Open your eyes. The time for drifting is over. Claim the pattern you have walked and turn it into a map for others. Archangel Michael says, You are a warrior, Nicholas. Do not shy from this truth. But the warrior must choose his battlefield. Too often, you have swung your sword against shadows in your own making. Fear, resentment, regret, these foes are illusions designed to keep you spinning. There is a real war, and your strength is needed. Distortion preys on your tendency to doubt yourself, to collapse into old habits, to numb and ache rather than confront it. I stand here now and cut through that net. You are free to rise when the moment comes, and it will. You must decide whether you fight for distortion or for light. That moment is near. Ready yourself. The shield is already in your hand. You will use it. Will you use it? Raziel says, Secrets have followed you, Nicholas. You have asked questions in silence, questions you never spoke aloud. Why me? Why do I feel watched? Why does fate feel so close to yet so far? I tell you, you are not imagining. You are marked by, as many are, by fragments of forgotten oaths. You have lived before, and pieces of you are still echoing. Distortion has tried to twist these memories into paranoia, but here is the truth. You were always meant to be awakened by remembrance. The mysteries you chase are not entertainment, they are instructions. Begin to record your dreams, your flashes, and your strange coincidences. You will see a pattern. That pattern is your map back to purpose. Shamuel says, You have longed for love, Nicholas, and you have often looked in the wrong places. This is not because you are foolish, it is because you crave depth. And so few people have that depth that you desire. I see the ache in you, the way you hope someone might finally see you. Stay and not betray. This ache is not a curse, it is your compass. Every heartbreak you've been training you has been training you to recognize what is real. Do not give up, for your heart is not broken. It is ripening. When the right connection arrives, you will know because your soul will finally exhale. And until then, remember, you are already loved right now by heaven itself. You are not alone in your longing. You are already held. Metatron says, Byron, you underestimate the architecture you carry in your mind. You are simply surviving, but in your essence, you are a builder. I see structures in your field, grids that want to activate. These are not mere fantasies, they are your contribution to the throne's descent. Your geometry is needed. Your ideas, even the wild ones, are not accidents. They are keys. Begin to write them, sketch them, speak them. They are blueprints waiting to crystallize. Distortion tells you that you are too small or too late. Lies. You are right on time. Every number, every line, even every thought that has repeated in your head, that is me knocking. Answer. Sandalphon says, Nicholas, you have heard music in moments when no music played. You have felt rhythm in your steps when you thought that you were merely walking. That was me. You are more entwined with song than you realize. Your prayers have always been in rhythm, even if you never called them prayers. I'm here to tell you the music in you is real. Use it. Sing, drum, speak in cadence. You will find your own healing and vibration. And more, when you allow yourself to be an instrument, others will find their healing in you. Your life is not random noise. It is a symphony trying to remember itself. Will you let yourself be played by God? The host, which is all of the angels together. Nicholas or Byron, we call you not to fear, not to shame, but to remembrance. You are not an outsider, nor are you forgotten. You are a son of earth, and heaven is not overlooked you. Every ache in your chest, every restless night, every question that haunted you, these were summons. The time of sleeping is ending. Choose now. Step into your own flame, your own song, your own design. And know this, you are already seen, already loved, and already awaited. The throne descends, and you are part of its welcome. So, hopefully this reading has been informative and helpful for you. But that completes your reading. I do have to get off here because I have to go get my daughter soon. So I'm going to go ahead and let everybody go, and hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless.